Hi guys, today I want to talk a bit about what to do when you're afraid to work on a piece. That is absolutely how I felt when I was working on this painting. I'm going to talk a bit about specifically this painting, what I went through dealing with it, but also later I'm going to talk about some of the steps and techniques that I use when I'm struggling with this, when I'm afraid of a painting or a piece of artwork that I'm working on that help me overcome that so that I can continue working on it and actually finish it. So, first off, this painting is actually available for sale at my shop, and I also have prints of her available as well. So there is a link down in the description that'll take you over there. So if you're interested, then that's there for you. But moving on, this painting was one that I started a little while ago, and it was specifically meant to be a piece that just encompassed everything that I loved to paint because I was feeling like I was getting a little sidestepped from what I actually wanted to do with my artwork. So this was everything brought together, and that put a lot of pressure on it. It was exciting and it was really fun to be able to sketch this out, and then I did a color comp digitally that I absolutely loved. And I think that was really my biggest problem moving forward with this, is that the color comp was so glowy and bright because it was digital and it was on my computer screen, or as I was actually painting, I had it up on my iPad so I could reference it. So it just naturally looked much more vibrant and alive than a more traditional painting would be. What I could achieve with oil paints, even though I can get it very saturated, it's not going to be glowing because it's not actually light. Among other issues, like the fact that in my color comp, I was able to very easily create this kind of hazy, translucent quality for her skull versus the skin around it. And yeah, those were a couple of challenges because right off the bat, I created something that was just meant to be a reference for me to be able to paint this, basically. But as I worked on it, I began building up this fear that the color comp would always be better than the final product. No matter what I did, I wouldn't be able to achieve that look, that quality in the final piece. And I was terrified of showing it later and then having people think that, because I'd already shown the color comp, which I was really proud of and I liked it. And I was terrified of finishing this piece and then showing everyone and then it being subpar to this earlier step. So once that got into my head, and once I started painting it, and I was struggling with that because it is a difficult thing to achieve with just painting without those really wonderful tools that are found when you're working digitally. It can be a lot harder. And I'm working in oils. I'm still definitely a novice at that, so I don't know the ins and the outs of working with it. So there was a point where I just stopped working on it. I set it aside. I moved on, which was really sad and really hard because this piece was actually one that I was super, super excited about right from the beginning because, like I said, it was a piece that was everything that I wanted to do. It was right on the path of where I wanted to take my work and the things that I've done in the past that I loved and I wanted to revisit. So it was one that just sparked so much excitement that I hadn't felt in a while, or I have in a lot of pieces that I've done, but I didn't feel this level of excitement for a while. So it was hard. It was hard to set it aside, and I had excuses or reasons. I would say that I was working on other things that were equally important, other paintings, other things that wasn't even art. And yeah, it wasn't until I was talking to my husband that he was saying, well, I think you're just afraid of working on it. And that's when it hit me that it really was. It was just, I was afraid of painting it and having it be a failure. In that earlier step, I had done this first layer of the bones and the purple skin, basically, where the bones aren't. I'll just call it skin. But anyways, I had done that, and then after it had dried, I had done another layer with this transparent white that I have because I wanted to get that hazy see-through look, and it did not work at all. It just made everything look cloudy, but not in that diffused kind of a way. So that was immediately the thing that just like turned that switch from feeling like I can stumble through it, I can kind of figure it out, to suddenly I just felt like I had no idea what I was doing. I was totally out of my depth. So I removed that layer, and that's when I stepped away from it. But ultimately, I had to come back to it. I desperately wanted to finish this piece, and I want to figure out how to actually paint this, because it's a skill that I want to be able to bring into other oil paintings that I work on, other paintings period, that I want to be able to take those skills. I want to learn how to do it right and then be able to do more of it. And that was just really, really hard. I really struggled with it right after I forced myself to sit down and paint it. There was a lot of times where I would look at it and just feel like it's just not looking like what I want it to. It's not looking like this color comp that I have. And eventually it started kind of working. And I got to a point where I decided that I was just going to set that color comp aside, because at a certain point it wasn't helping me make my piece better, but it was making me feel much more comparative with it. So once I set that aside, and then I built up more on what I actually had on the painting, I was able to look at it for what it was. And that was really freeing once I got to that point. But yeah, it was a very helpful experience to go through painting this, because not only did I eventually learn the skills that I did for the actual execution of the painting, but I also really felt that I learned how to tackle that fear, that stage fright that I had, which I haven't felt in a while, but it was really daunting to deal with that, because instantly, instead of being excited and just ready to work on a painting, it just killed my motivation immediately, and I hated that feeling. Okay, so let's talk a bit about techniques to work through this when you're afraid to work on a painting. So usually for me, it ends up being that it is something new, it's different, and it's difficult. I haven't figured out how to actually do it yet. So for this one, I was trying to get that translucent look, which I haven't really achieved well in oil paints. So the first thing that I did was just remind myself, if this painting turns out to be a failure as far as it not being something that I want to show anyone, that's okay, because it took me a step closer to learning a new technique, to learning this thing that I obviously really want to learn. It's in a painting. So if I can do this painting, even if it's not good enough, quote unquote good enough, to show it, then it means that I am that one step closer. And the next painting that I attempt this at, I'm probably going to get better at it then too. And each time I attempt this technique, I'll just get better at it. That helps a lot. But then also, I also like to really think about, what is that technique? What am I trying to do that's so challenging? And then I will look up what other artists have done. I'll look up references and see if there's any tutorials out there, so that I can learn information that other people have already figured out. And then I like to look at if I need more reference. That's another thing that either can be in combination with not knowing how to execute a technique, or it can be something totally different. But a lot of times when I get stuck on a piece, I'm afraid to work on it, it's because I don't know what it actually is supposed to look like, because I don't have good enough reference. I've done that a lot to myself in the past, where I've taken or found reference for a pose, but not for the lighting. So then when I'm trying to paint it, it just isn't coming together, and I don't know how to make it work because I don't have that very specific reference that I need. So it's very helpful, if I get really stuck, to rewind a little bit and either find the reference that I need that fits that, or make it myself. And that way it fills that gap, so I don't have to figure out what something looks like from my brain. I have reference so that I can build it up better. For this piece, I had references of faces, and I also had references of skulls, so that I could get that combination of the shading of the skull itself, but also a certain amount of the face as well. And that was really the difficult part, was meshing those two together, finding where the shadow needs to be that would have been on the face and where it needs to be that would be on the bones, and marrying those two together. But anyways, yes, finding better reference goes so far for me when I'm really struggling with this. But I do think you have to be careful with this one so that it doesn't become too much time and then you lose the connection with the piece and then don't even finish it, which when I put too much space between working on a painting, I usually fall out of love with it and then I end up moving on to something else. So if I take a little break specifically to be able to work on the piece better, it needs to be less than a week for me personally. And don't forget that I do have prints and the original painting available of Ghostskull. That was the working title and it just kind of stuck. I decided to officially name her Ghostskull. But yeah, that link is right down in the description. That'll take you over to my art shop. I also have a link to my Patreon, which I do want to give a massive thank you to all of my amazing patrons over there, you guys. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the support and the love that you give me over there. But that is about it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.